Hello, this is the design for the non-durable doggy toys. My first concept is the jellyfish, where the base would be made of a regular fabric and it'd be a dome-like structure, and then the legs or the tails would be also made of fabric, but they would be either knotted and intertwined with fabric strips or just one solid piece of fabric. These legs would be able to detach from the main body through the use of magnets, and all of these pieces would be covered in chainmail to help make it more durable. And then the stuffing could be either cotton or the plastic filling. Concept 2, the ring. So for this one, it could be made of multiple pieces that would be surrounded with chainmail, and each piece can detach or reattach from each other. And there's two different kinds of the toys that can be made from this, one with a ring in the middle and one without, and that would also be covered by chainmail. And it could be any size as stated, and it can also have any filling in the different kinds of pieces such as squeakers or the plastic filling. Concept 3. The bear is basically three little balls that are separate and they can attach with the use of magnets. And an alternate appearance to this would be the snowman with three different sized pieces or layers, and it's also covered in chainmail. The last concept is a snake, where the hood of the snake would be attached with three different strong seams, and then the inside would also be separated into sections which would have squeakers and stuffing alternating, and this also would be covered in chainmail. My design constraints. The time, we had about 2 months to start prototyping and creating our design. The costs, we were on a small budget, so we had to get less amount of material, so I had to downsize the size of the toy to like about a third of the size that it would normally be. And as far as materials, the chainmail was the highest cost, so I had to lower the amount I had to get. The last one is machinery. Since I have to do everything by hand, I wasn't able to get the chainmail made to the toy, so I have to break it up, apart the links, and put them back together by hand, which consumes more material than it should and a lot more time. As far as the sewing, I had a sewing machine, so that was able to go by pretty quickly. Decision matrix. Here, the jellyfish in the ring donut won, but I chose the ring because it was simpler and easier to make, and it had only one pattern for all the pieces, so all the pieces would be identical and it just make it a lot easier. It also uses less material, so I chose it as the best design overall. The key highlights of the ring is that it can be any length as far as the number of pieces and any size. The material is still very strong and durable, and it only uses two main materials, the fabric and the chainmail, and then you can put any stuffing you want inside. The squeakers and the filling can help entertain and stimulate the dog's attention, and it is also a very simple design. Materials and cost analysis. The fabric was cotton and it was about 6.5 by 6 feet and it was around $7. The chainmail, it came in 3 pieces and it was 8 by 8 inches, and that was the most expensive and the most limiting factor with $36. I got 30 ceramic magnets for $4, but they were weaker than what I thought they were, so in the future I would like to use stronger magnets. The stuffing, the thread, and the needle I already had, but the prices are shown. And the stuffing and thread were polyester. And so the total for what I had to actually spend was $47, but if I did not have any of the materials at all, the total cost would be $57 for one toy. So during the making of the prototype, I had to slightly change the original design as far as how I would attach the magnet. I created a different sack where I would put the magnet and some cotton into the fabric base. On the right is the magnet with the magnet holder, and on the left shows the chainmail piece and the fabric base where I would put the magnet holder. On this slide, it shows on the top left the magnet holder, which is white, is inside the fabric base, and I would sew around it to make sure it stayed in place and stayed attached. And then put the chainmail around it, which shows in the bottom left, and then the bottom right is the full chainmail piece all together, all 6 pieces. This is my presentation, and thank you.